Y'all know that Koi got her report card, and I wrote the teacher a letter. Don't talk about my handwriting. I graduated high school and I did some college, so.
Hell no, you didn't. There's no way you went to college and you're writing a letter, an official letter to your daughter's teacher in pencil. Backstory, I just watched a video of this mom. Her daughter is in kindergarten and she had done like a writing test at school and she had been graded 1. The grades were between 1 to 3, 3 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. She saw her daughter's grade and she was upset. She thought her daughter was being picked on. That's why she was graded 1. She then writes a letter to the teacher asking for a meeting to review the grade, obviously. But the letter itself was a problem. No punctuation, poor handwriting, and written in pencil like it was homework. It honestly looked like it was written by another kindergartner. If you as a parent write like a child yourself, how are you able to tell whether your child is doing her work wrong or right? I can almost guarantee that this 28-year-old woman ended up writing like this because of her own mother. And now we are seeing the result. 1 generation later. Kindergarten is literally where kids had taught how to write. And at the meeting, the grade was bumped from 1 to 2. Mom felt like she's 1, but nothing actually changed. The problem was never the number. It was the mindset. As long as her daughter gets the grade that helps her graduate, that's what she cares about. So that she can also say in the future, oh, I went to high school. I'm sure as soon as she left the meeting with the teacher, everybody else busted out laughing. I would not be surprised if her letter was scanned and used as a bad example for other parents. This letter is ridiculous. The teacher didn't even bother giving like a proper reply on a proper piece of paper. She wrote at the bottom of the letter, like say she was grading another student's paper. Like, here's a comment. Yeah, let's have a meeting. You can't write well. You obviously cannot read well, because I know that when you read this letter before you sent it with your child to school, you thought you wrote the letter right. You have bad handwriting. You have bad writing skills. You can't write. And then you can't even read on top of it. What right do you have to correct a teacher's work when you don't even know what the heck you're doing as a parent? Then the same parents will come back and say, oh, my daughter was not taught well at school. Whatever is being taught at school is supposed to be reinforced at home. But if that child is coming from school with grade that says she scored 1, instead of helping your child get to 2, you're sending her back to school to have the teacher change the grade without exactly improving your daughter's writing skills. You're doing your daughter a disservice if her teacher is no longer interested in actually impacting knowledge into her for the fear of having to deal with you. Other kids are learning and getting grades that helps them improve. But your daughter is not learning and she's been handed grades that's going to become problematic for her in the future. The one person willing to teach her and gave her good feedback, you turned that teacher into her enemy. How will she be able to listen to her teacher in school if she thinks her teacher is against her? Yeah, you might want to pick up your daughter's workbook and start using them for yourself. It looks like you need those books more than your daughter does.